Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope you're having a fantastic start to 2024. Firstly, where did 2023 go? Does anybody know? Because I'm sure that I just napped through the whole thing. Like, it's been a whole year since the last time I did this specific video, and I can't even think off the top of my head like what I achieved last year. I just blinked and absolutely missed the whole thing. But I hope whatever it is that you are planning for the year ahead, I am wishing you all of the health and wellness and positivity for the coming year. But in today's video, I'm going to be recapping all of the things that I had set out as my goals for 2023. And we're just going to do a little bit of a recap, see how all of those things went. I've got a list in front of me of the things that I said I wanted to sort of achieve, both personally and with my channel, and we're going to be going over all of that, and I'm just going to be getting ready for the day. I can't lie to you, it is about 5 o'clock in the evening, and it is also New Year's Eve, so the fireworks will probably be starting soon. So if that happens, I apologise. Let's just dive straight on in. My first, I'm going to say New Year's resolution, but like it wasn't, it was just like a goal that I had for last year, was to reach 1,000 subscribers and also therefore get my channel monetized, which just means that like YouTube starts to show adverts at the start of my videos and I earn a tiny little bit of money from that. And I'm happy to announce that I actually managed to do that in August of last year, which was very exciting. So I think it was like the middle of August last year, I reached 1,000 subscribers and I was able to apply for what is called the YouTube Partner Program. So I'm officially a YouTube partner, which sounds very official, but like I say, it just means that YouTube starts to show adverts before my videos and I get a little bit of money from that. It's not like, I don't want you to think that this is like bragging or anything like that. Obviously it's a hell of a lot of work creating all of these videos and like editing them all, getting them up, etc, etc. It's a lot of work, but I do love it, and I get a tiny little bit of money from doing that. And that was one of my goals for the year and I managed to do it, and I was really proud of myself for getting there. Like, there's so many times when I've set out to do things and I've been like, I want to achieve, you know, X, Y, Z, whatever it is that I was wanting to achieve, and I just fall at the first hurdle, which obviously is incredibly frustrating, but also like I just find it really hard to motivate myself. Like, I just find it like a lot of hard work, but I managed to do it and I'm really proud of myself. So yeah, that happened in August and I was just so proud of myself for actually achieving something that I set out to do, which I know shouldn't be a big deal, but it absolutely was a big deal for me. Just let me have it. I also, like, sort of hand in hand with that, I said that I wanted to sort of be consistent and post 3 times a week, and apart from like 1 or 2 times, bearing in mind I had COVID last year and I was just unable to get out of my bed, I managed to do that like, I would say like 95% of the year I managed to do that, so I was absolutely thrilled with that. I will say I always like to be around about a week, 2 weeks ahead of where I am uploading, if that makes sense. So I like to always know that I have 2 weeks worth of videos up, done, you know, thumbnail, everything completely sorted. I like to be ahead so that I don't have that immediate pressure on myself, and I didn't manage to do that last year. That is one of my goals for this year, to always try and be ahead, but like I say, I had a lot going on last year. Like, there was just a lot. Like, it was, I would manage to get ahead and I would manage to get like 2 weeks ahead, and then I'd get COVID, and then like just various things would be happening, so I never managed to be like consistently ahead, and that's one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on this year, like this coming year. I want to make sure that I am consistently at least a week ahead, but preferably 2, so that if anything happens, so that if I get poorly, if I get COVID again, because it's still doing the rounds, you know, if anything were to happen, I would, you know, I would have that sort of buffer where I don't instantly have to be like filming when I'm not very well. I'm also really proud of myself for still doing Everyday October. Like, that is such an incredible amount of work. Like, if you don't create content and you don't like sort of live in this online space, it's such a lot of work. Like, each video takes me hours to film, then hours to edit, hours to like render and export and then upload and all of the things. It's hours. Like, if I wanted to just do one video, that would be like a full day's work just for one video that I'm probably going to earn about 30 pence on. So it's a lot, but I love it. I don't want any of this to sound like I'm complaining, because I don't mean it like that. I love it. I absolutely love this little community that we've sort of created here, and I love the creativity of it. I love playing with all of this makeup. I love like all of the research of it and everything. I love everything, but it is a lot of work. I'm thrilled with like where my channel is now. I'm thrilled with how everything's going, and I'm just, every time I upload a new video and people enjoy it, I'm just so proud of myself. Like, it's a lot of work. I know I keep saying that, but I really do enjoy it. Another goal that I had is that I wanted to improve my editing, and I don't necessarily think my editing has improved. I'm definitely quicker at it. I'm definitely quicker at it than I was like this time last year. I would always like allow myself to sort of get distracted, but now I put my phone in another room, I just sit and I edit for like an hour and a half, and then it's done. I hate editing. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. I hate listening to the sound of my own voice. I'm in the wrong market. But the editing is definitely like my least favourite bit. I just find that a lot of work that I don't love. I would love to eventually get my husband doing that. He has offered a few times, but I'm like, but you won't do it right. You won't do it to the standard that I want. And that's not to say that I think he would be bad at it. I don't. But I'm just a bit of a control freak. Like, unless I'm gonna sit down for like a whole week and show you exactly how I want my videos done, I'm just not gonna trust you, I'm afraid. I'm just not going to trust you to do it right. But maybe that's something I need to set myself as a goal for this year. Just let go. Let somebody else do the bits that I don't enjoy, because then I would have more time to film and I would be able to do more than 3 videos a week. Like, if he did an evening of editing, then I would have another evening where I could film, and like, he can't do this bit, so maybe I just need to be better at giving up the control of that. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but a girl can dream. I also said in last year's video that I wanted to get better, or I wanted to improve the sound quality of my videos, and sort of hand in hand with that, I wanted to improve the just general overall like video quality, so like picture and sound. I do feel like around about halfway through the year I was getting quite a few comments of people saying that my videos were blurry and they were sort of struggling to see like the detail, like the actual products on my skin and things like that, and obviously that's a huge part of what I do and like the point of filming something. So I had a little play around with the, well, firstly I tried to buy a new camera. Bought one on Amazon. It came and it was literally like I was filming on a potato. You know when like you were a kid and you would take a picture and on the like digital camera settings, you could change it into a watercolor effect. That was literally how the camera, this new camera that I got in the summer, that is literally how the video looked in like the highest quality that it could film in. The sound quality was so much better, but the visuals, the actual picture quality was so horrific. I sent it back to Amazon the exact same day, and I have resigned myself to the fact that until I have around about £2,000 saved up, I'm not going to be able to buy a new camera, which is a pain, but also something for me to work towards. I would love to be able to, you know, buy a decent enough camera where it's a really great quality, but I'm also able to plug in a microphone, so I can have a microphone like right here in front of me to make the sound quality better, because I know that the sound quality of my videos is not very good. I've mentioned it before that I live on a really busy street. Outside of my window is a dual carriageway, so it's just, you know, I could film in the middle of the night and it would still be really, really noisy, and I constantly have, you know, ambulances and fire trucks and cars, and like I think at one point last year I was filming in here and somebody was outside on the road in traffic blasting out Elvis at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, that is the sort of environment that I'm trying to film in. It's not easy, and I'm constantly having to like stop my sentence mid stream because a really loud car has gone past, and I just know for you watching and also for me trying to edit it I'm just like, that is so annoying. Like, if everybody could just drive a car that's not really loud, that would be great, but also my car is really loud, so I get it. That is not through choice, it is falling apart, but that is what I'm having to deal with, unfortunately. So that was a goal that I like have sort of reached. Like, the sound quality isn't any better, but the actual picture quality, after I sent that other camera back, I fiddled around with some settings on the camera that I have been using all along, and I sort of upped the quality a little bit better. So I do hope that you can notice the difference. Like, I can notice the difference when I'm editing the videos, that I am in focus a lot more of the time, and like when I zoom in, I'm like, the picture is a lot clearer. So I hope that you find that useful, because I know how annoying that must be, like when I'm talking about how like the texture of a product and you just can't see it because the picture is blurry. Like, what is the point in me even mentioning it? So my next goal for 2023 was I wanted to get better at Instagram, and that was just like sort of the umbrella term that I used. I wanted to be better at just posting pictures, and I also wanted to get better at reels. I wanted to be posting at least once a week on my Instagram, and I can safely say that I did not do that. I did what I always do. I started the year strong. You know, until around about halfway through the year, I was posting not once a week. Not by any stretch of the imagination was I posting as regularly as that, but I was posting regularly-ish. Like, I was turning up when I wanted to. And then, I mean, I'm going to look it up once I've put my eye primer on here. I'm going to look it up. When was the last time I posted on my Instagram? It was probably September time. I can't think if I've posted anything on my Instagram since I did Everyday October. And that is just, like, what is the point of me even having an Instagram account at this point? Because I'm just not ever using it. Yeah, so the last time I posted on my Instagram was the 14th of October. And it was a reel, but then like 4 videos before then it was the 5th of September, then before that it was August. Like, I'm just not keeping up with it. I I mentioned this in my last video, my last yearly recap from last year. I just feel the fear, and I don't know why. I'm finally using the MUA Amber Sunset palette for the first time. I just get the fear, and I think it's because I have people on there that I know in real life, like the girls that bullied me at secondary school. I'm friends with them on there, and I don't know why. I don't like them, so why do I still have them on my Instagram? Why did I do that to myself? So I need to like go through and delete the people that make me feel like if they saw my post I would be embarrassed, because I know that they don't watch these, or if they do, hi, thanks for bullying me, but like I feel the fear that if they saw it they would laugh, but then why do I care? Because they're over there living their life, I'm over here living mine. I'm turning 30 next week. Why do I care? Why do I care? And ultimately I don't, but I just get the fear, and I don't really know why, because I don't care. But I obviously do enough to not post, so I need to like go through my Instagram and like delete the people off it that give me the fear, because there's so many people on there that, you know, from here that are so supportive, that like my little circle of lovely people from here have also followed me over onto Instagram, and like I say, I don't post on there, so it's so lovely of people to like find me on there and to connect with me over there as well, even though I'm not giving any sort of value. But I want to sort of get over that fear and post on my Instagram as well, and post things that are actually giving you something, because, you know, I do believe that, you know, people feel that I am, you know, providing a quality here, providing something that is worth watching, but I feel like on my Instagram I'm not giving you a reason to follow me there, I'm not giving you a reason to connect with me there, because everything that I post on there is just like a replica of what I already post on here. Does any of that make sense? I really hope it does. But I do feel like that short form content, the Instagram reels, the YouTube shorts, I'm not on TikTok because I just would never get off the app if I had it, so I just don't allow myself to download it. I do feel like a lot of people are getting away from that. Like, people want the connection, people want to sit down, I feel like, and watch a longer video and actually feel like they're getting to know somebody, and actually feel like they're getting a decent amount of like information, whereas, you know, you can't get that in a 60-second TikTok video. You can't get that sort of depth of connection and that depth of information through there, and I do feel like a lot of people are missing that with like the rise of TikTok. Obviously a couple of years ago, like when it first started, you know, it's sort of like a bell curve. It was, everybody was on it, everybody was sort of doing TikTok and everybody was going over there, and now I feel like it's sort of slowing down, where it's reached its peak, and now people are like, but actually I want to spend like more time getting to know somebody, getting to like connect with people. You don't get that connection with a 60-second video, and I do feel like people are missing that. So I'm gonna stick with doing the long videos. I know a lot of people will still like the short videos. I just don't feel like I can get my words out. Like everything that I want to say, I can't say it in a 60-second video. I've got too much to say. I'm too much of a rambler. So what am I saying about Instagram? It was last year's goal. I didn't reach it. I didn't set myself any sort of like, I want to reach this amount of, what's this, subscribers, followers on Instagram. I didn't set myself any sort of goal like that. I mean, I did gain a few. I think I gained about 50 over the course of 2023, which of course I'm so thankful for, but I just don't feel like I have given my best to Instagram in 2023, so I want to do better at that in 2024. I also really wanted to get better at doing a project pan in 2023, and I do feel like I have succeeded in that. I definitely stuck with it. After I've filmed this, I'm filming a project pan update, so that will be coming for you in the next couple of days, but I do feel like I need to be posting updates a little bit more regularly than I have been. I don't think I've posted an update since the summer, which like I said, I just think I need to be posting a little bit more often, like actual updates for my project pan. I feel like a lot of people enjoy the project pan updates, like they want to know what I'm actually finishing, they want to know sort of a little bit quicker. So I do want to be posting the updates for my project pan more regularly, and like I say, I do have an update for my project pan videos coming in the next couple of days. So I'm happy with the progress that I've been making in my project pan. My main goal for 2023 was trying to use up products that weren't cruelty free, and I can safely say that I only have a couple of products left in my collection now that aren't cruelty free, so that is fantastic. And then my last 2023 goal was to only purchase cruelty free products, whether that was, I think in that video at the start of last year I only mentioned makeup products, but I have now completely converted my makeup, my skincare and my hair care all over, and like body care, to cruelty free brands. So I am absolutely, that is like the main takeaway from 2023. I completely cut out non-cruelty free brands. That's like one of my most proud things from last year. Like, I did that. There were a few things when I did my 6-month cruelty free update. There were a few things that I accidentally purchased. One was a micellar water because I just saw it in the shop and it was on offer and I just didn't even think, and then when I got home I was like, that's not cruelty free, why did I buy that? So I used that up, haven't repurchased that. And then I also bought some hair care bits that weren't cruelty free, and I think I bought them on the same day or like around about the same time, and I just completely forgot because it was still fairly new at that point. Like, I was only a month or two in. I think it was probably the first time I was having to repurchase like my hair care things. But as the year has gone on, I have only purchased cruelty free hair care and makeup, skincare, everything, and I have been absolutely loving it. I have found some really great brands. Like, I found some of my favourite things this year that I know I would have not even given like a second chance to had I not only been looking for cruelty free brands. Like, I've just spent so much time focusing on that I've found brands that I know I wouldn't have looked at twice had I not been on the hunt for only cruelty free things. So I am so proud of myself for sticking with that, and I'm also so proud of myself for, I don't want to say like influencing, because I feel like that's, I don't know, like, you are your own people, you can make up your own mind, but I do believe that a few of you have gone cruelty free and you're only looking at cruelty free products from, not just from what I say, obviously, like, you're following other people as well, but I have been a drop in the ocean that has convinced some other people to go cruelty free, which, I've got that all over my eyelid, which is obviously fantastic. Like, the animals thank you, and I do as well. Like, it's so important to me to like use my voice in a way that aligns with what I believe, and I'm never out to tell anybody what to do. Like, you do you, honestly. but I'm just so thrilled that people have felt like what I'm saying sort of resonates and makes sense, that you also want to go cruelty free, and that is just fantastic. Now my cat is sneezing next to me. Bless you, madame. So I have truly been bitten by the cruelty-free bug. I am completely 100% on board with it now. Like, honestly, there's nothing that I miss at this point. I'm not like, oh, I really miss, you know, using that mascara, or I really miss using that shampoo, whatever it might be. Like, there's nothing that I think, oh, I could just buy that and, you know, not tell anybody. I do genuinely love all of the sort of replacement products that I have found throughout this year for some of my non-cruelty free favourites. I did mention in my 2023 goals that I thought mascara, like, how random, I thought mascara was going to be the area where I would struggle, and that would be like what I would struggle with sort of finding cruelty free. It absolutely was not the biggest struggle. Some of my favourites already were cruelty free, so like that wasn't a problem. Where I struggled the most was my skincare and my hair care. Like, hair care was probably the most difficult area because I was also trying to find a plastic free shampoo bar. That was like a real focus of mine. I found one now, but that was like a whole sort of year of struggle. I think it was around about October time when I found the shampoo bar that I now love. I've got the box of it just here. It's the wild one. I do feel like I've definitely gotten my favourites down now, and I'm thrilled with all of the products that I found this year to replace my non-cruelty free previous favourites. And like I say, there isn't really anything that I miss, which I think is the biggest thing for me. Like, I thought I would be missing out. I thought that there would be products where I was sort of having to settle for a lesser product, and I don't feel like that at all. Like, the products that I have now I absolutely love, and I wouldn't go back. I don't feel like the non-cruelty free products are better. I don't feel like they are sort of superior to what I'm using, and obviously the ones I'm using now don't hurt the animals. I'm really struggling with this mascara today. Or not the mascara, rather. I feel like my lashes must have been sleeping on my face funny, because my lashes are like growing in a funny direction today. What else? That was everything. That was everything on my list. So, the goals going forward in 2024. I keep wanting to say 2023. We're coming into 2024. It hasn't happened yet. It is still 2023 as I'm filming this, but 2024 as you're watching it. I obviously want to continue with 3 uploads a week, and I'm gonna cut myself a little bit of slack. Like, I don't want to focus on trying to upload with any sort of regularity to my shorts. I just don't feel like that's where I want to focus my energy, and I feel like if I have the time to sit down and film a video, I'm going to film a long video. I just don't get the enjoyment out of doing shorts, and I don't feel like I can give the value in shorts. So I do feel like 3 uploads a week is still where I feel comfortable. I do want to do Everyday October again. At the end of Everyday October last year, I was like, absolutely not, never again. I do want to do it again. But until then, I think 3 uploads a week is where I feel comfortable. I do also want to get better at my search engine optimization, which is a very boring way of saying, like, getting the title right, getting the description box right, so that when people are searching for e.l.f. lip liner reviews, they can find my e.l.f. lip liner review, because otherwise it's just going out into the internet and nobody's finding it, which obviously isn't the point. And I don't necessarily mean that video, like that video is doing quite well, but you know what I mean, like when I'm reviewing stuff, I don't do the description box right so people don't find the videos, and I need to get better at that. Again, that's just another thing, it takes so much time, but I do feel like it's one of those things, if I do it right and if I actually do it well, then people will find my videos, so I'll get more subscribers, then my videos will get watched by more people, and I would then get more views and therefore a little bit more money on my ad revenue. So it's like, it is worth my time, but can I get my brain to actually focus on search engine optimization? No, it's just boring to me, and I need to get better at that. Like, I think I could sit here and film a whole other video, or I could actually like focus on doing the search engine optimization, and I can't say it without being like, search engine optimization, like I just find it so boring, and there's literally people out there that you can pay to do it for you, but I can't afford to. And that is all I've got. Like, that is all of the updates that I have. I am just sort of much of the same. I want to carry on with what I've been focusing on. I want to repel the negativity. I want to focus on myself, focus on my channel, and focus on you lovely lot, because ultimately you are the reason why I am here. So if you've watched to the very end of this video, thank you ever so much. You just got a little love letter there. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have anything that you are particularly proud of from 2023, I would love to hear it down below. Or if you have any goals for 2024, again, I would really love to know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I haven't mentioned anything that I've just applied. I will leave that in the description box. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye!